Thank you so much. Have your seats. Okay. Young Faces of Liberation, written by Godwill Otiambo. Welcome.
Act 1, Scene 1, the Grand Assembly. The scene opens in the grand, well-decorated hall, filled with enthusiastic members of Kaunda Prosperity Circle. The stage is set with a large banner displaying the circle's slogan, "Invest today for a brighter tomorrow." Soft, uplifting music plays in the background as members chatter excitedly. A podium stands at the center stage, and behind it is Kaunda, the charismatic leader of the circle, flanked by his close associates. Kaunda steps up to the podium and the crowd falls silent.
I know the press have been waiting for this moment. Welcome, dear members of Kaunda Prosperity Circle. Today, we stand on the precipice of a new era of financial empowerment and prosperity. Ladies, gentlemen, your dedication and trust in this organization have brought us to this incredible moment.
The crowd erupts into applause and cheers. Kaunda raises his hands to quiet them down.
We are a family bound by a common goal, to secure our financial futures and achieve our dreams.
Kaunda Tosha.
Thank you, asante sana. Our circle has thrived because of your faith and commitment in and to us. And I want to assure you, the future is even brighter.
The crowd applauds again.
Mr. Kaunda, what is that investors should have in mind to keep them investing in your circle and not the others?
Thank you for that question. And I beg to correct that. It is not my circle, just because it has my name. This is an organization for the people and by the people. Our regular shop owners, small land owners, small-scale farmers who have not been given a chance.
What is the benefit terms for these people?
He looks behind him. Kaunda gestures to a large chart behind him, which shows impressive growth statistics.
Look at these numbers. We have grown exponentially, and it's all thanks to your investments and belief in our vision. As you can see, our returns have been exceptional, and we are just getting started.
A few members exchange excited looks and nod in agreement.
But I know what you're really here for. The promise of prosperity. We have new investment opportunities that will offer even higher returns. Just imagine the possibilities for you and your families. Education for your children, homes of your dreams, a secure and comfortable retirement.
A murmur of excitement spreads through the crowd.
Mr. Kaunda, allow me to ask about the recent rumor that some organizations or circles, so as to speak, have realized that they can benefit from interest gained by their investor money and not tell them about it. Is that the case here?
There's more murmuring.
I want to promise you, my friend, every single investment you make with us is safe and secure. We have the best minds managing your money, ensuring it grows steadily and safely.
So are you denying those rumors, or are you aware of them?
I am aware, of course. And those circles, they have been dissolved, right?
No, sir. Actually, they are very, very functional to this day.
Okay. Then let them handle their business, and we will handle ours. Sindio?
Applause breaks out again, louder this time. Kaunda's associates smile and nod approvingly.
Mr. Kaunda, can you tell us more about these new investment opportunities?
Of course. You see, we have several new ventures lined up, including real estate developments, cutting-edge tech startups, and international trade deals. Each of these ventures have been carefully vetted and promises substantial returns.
What about our current investments? How are they performing?
They are performing very well. In fact, many of you will soon receive your interest payments, which are higher than we initially projected. Now, this is the true power of collective investment and trust.
A wave of applause and cheers fills the hall.
My friends, I want to urge you to continue investing, to continue believing in our vision. Sindio?
scene transitions from the grand hall to a luxurious boardroom at the Kaunda Prosperity Circle headquarters. The atmosphere is starkly different from the previous scene, with an air of secrecy and opulence. Kaunda and his close associates, including Mr. Juma, Ms. Kamau, are seated around a polished mahogany table. Expensive artwork adorns the walls, and a faint hum of a private air conditioning system is heard. Kaunda pours himself a glass of expensive whiskey and sits back with a satisfied smile.
Well, that went splendidly. They are as enthusiastic as ever. The illusion of prosperity remains intact.
You handled it masterfully, Kaunda. They believe every word, but we must be cautious. The more they invest, the more they'll expect in returns. Now, to our shares.
Shares? We didn't talk about shares at any point, did we?
That's why we're doing it now.
My friends, tafadhali. Really?
Cut the pleasantries, Kaunda. We know what's going on here.
We've seen the documents, the embezzlement, the fraud. It's all quite impressive, really.
Kaunda's expression darkens slightly, but he maintains his composed facade.
I want to assure you, my friends, everything we do here at the circle is above board and in the best interest of all our members.
Wow. Should have been a politician. The lies you tell are exquisite. Spare us the speeches, Kaunda. We are businessmen and women. We understand how these things work. Now, let's get down to business.
We want a larger share of the profits. We've been playing along with your little game for years now, and it's time we were properly compensated.
Kaunda clenches his jaw, clearly uncomfortable with their direct approach.
My friends, the profits are distributed according to the agreed upon terms. There's only so much you can allocate.
I don't believe that.
Okay, you better believe because that's the truth.
Oh, please, Kaunda. You're well aware of your recent renovations to that mansion of yours. Not to mention your frequent trips abroad. You know where the money is going. We can see it, so can they.
And what does that mean? I built this empire and I deserve what is
Interest and the interest payments we receive, they're just a fraction of what we should be getting. The rest is lining the pockets of Kaunda and his cronies.
Wow. This is dangerous, Genza.
Yes.
If what you're saying is true, then we're dealing with serious corruption and illegal activities.
I know. That is why we need to expose this. The members deserve to know the truth.
No, not yet. Be careful, Genza. Kaunda has eyes and ears everywhere. If he finds out you have these documents, your life could be in danger.
I can't just sit back and do nothing. I have to do something, even if it means risking everything.
You're brave, Genza. But promise me that you will be cautious. Don't trust anyone. And make sure you're safe.
I will. Thank you, Mr. Moody.
Genza quickly packs the documents into his bag. He takes a deep breath and heads towards the door.
This is just the beginning. I need to gather more evidence and find a way to get this out to the public.
Okay, young man. I'm rooting for you.
He exits the office. Scene 4. Face Off. The scene opens in a dimly lit office within the Kaunda Prosperity Circle headquarters. Kaunda sits behind the desk, engrossed in reviewing some documents under the glow of a desk lamp. The atmosphere is tense with the weight of impending confrontation. Genza stands outside the office door, hidden in the shadows, clutching a folder of incriminating documents. His heart races with a mixture of anticipation and determination. He takes a deep breath, steeling himself for what he knows must be done. With a swift motion, he pushes the door open and strides into the room.
Mr. Kaunda.
Kaunda looks up from his documents, his expression a mix of surprise and annoyance. He quickly composes himself, a cold smile spreading across his face.
Genza, what a surprise. To what do I owe this unexpected visit?
Genza walks purposefully towards Kaunda, slamming the folder of documents onto the desk.
Look here. I know everything, Mr. Kaunda. I've seen the records, the embezzlement, the fraud. You've been stealing from the circle for years, funding your own lavish lifestyle while the members barely see a fraction of the investments.
Kaunda's facade of calm begins to crack, replaced by a flicker of unease. He glances at the documents but quickly regains his composure.
Is that so, Genza? You know this is a very serious accusation,
Oh, I know. A fact, one might even say.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Kaunda, this ends now. I have the evidence, the documents that expose everything. The embezzlement, the illegal was all of it. You can't hide behind your lies any longer.
Are you sure about that evidence?
Oh.
Or those documents? my brother, my friend, Genza, you have always been so naive. Do you really think that a few pieces of paper can bring me down? This is bigger than what you can imagine.
Naive. Naive, no, Kaunda. I'm determined. Determined to bring justice to the people you have exploited for so long. They deserve to know the truth.
And what truth is that exactly? Huh? That I've built something greater than any of them could have imagined. That I've created a legacy that will be remembered for generations.
Oh, your legacy. Your legacy is built on the backs of poor, on lies, and corruption. There is nothing honorable about it, Kaunda. You are a parasite feeding off the suffering of others.
Genza, you know your passion is admirable, if not misguided. You see, this world isn't as black and white as you think. Sometimes, sacrifices must be made for the greater good.
Sacrifices? Is that what you call it when you fund your wars with the money meant for people's futures? When you live in luxury while they struggle to survive?
Genza, you learn in time. It's always about power, influence, and ensuring that the legacy we leave behind is one of strength and prosperity.
Prosperity for who, Kaunda? Certainly not the people you have oppressed. Your so-called legacy is a sham, and I won't let it stand.
You think you understand? Huh?
Oh.
You think you know what it is to grow up with nothing? You see, this generation of yours is having it easy growing up like the rest of us. I was a poor kid with empty pockets and an empty stomach. I clawed my way out of that hell, and I'm not going back.
So that justifies exploiting others,
The
right?
end justifies the means.
It justifies ruining countless lives for your own gain. You're not escaping poverty. You are perpetuating it for everyone else. That's not strength, it's cowardice.
You call it cowardice?
Oh, yes.
I call it survival. You see, I swore I'd never be poor again. Never be powerless. And I've built my empire to ensure that. You can't understand the fear of having nothing, of being nothing.
I understand more than you think, Kaunda. But I also know that real power comes from lifting others up, not pushing them down. The legacy you have built isn't one of strength, it's one of fear and corruption. And it will crumble starting now.
See, like I said, you're a young man, Genza. Idealistic. But let me tell you something about legacy. It is not about what you do, but how you are remembered. And history is written by those who hold the power.
Today, I changed that narrative for my children and my children's children. The people will write their own history, free from your control. They'll see you for what you truly are, a triumph of a thief.
Well, good luck with that, Genza. You'll find that tearing down a legacy is much harder than building one. But go ahead, fight your little fight now, and in the end, we both know who will be remembered. We both know how this story ends.
Genza steps closer to Kaunda, his voice low and intense.
Well then, I better start preparing for my journey. Your time is running out, Kaunda. The people are waking up, and they won't be silenced. Not by you, not by anyone.
Kaunda's smirk falters for a moment, but he quickly regains his composure.
And what exactly do you plan to do about it?
I'm going to expose you. I'll show these documents to the authorities, to the media. Everyone will know the truth about what you have been doing.
and who do you think they'll believe, Genza? A disgruntled former employee with a vendetta, or me, a respected leader in the community?
Genza clenches his fists, his resolve hardening.
They'll believe the evidence.
Whose evidence? Yours?
The members deserve to know the truth, Kaunda. You've been exploiting them for too long.
Without warning, Kaunda presses a button on his desk. The door behind Genza swings open and Hasib, a burly henchman with a menacing demeanor, steps into the room.
I think it's time you left, Genza. Ask him here will make sure you find the door.
Hasim cracks his knuckles, advancing towards Genza with a predatory grin. Genza braces himself, ready for the confrontation. As Hasim lunges forward, Genza ducks to the side, narrowly avoiding a powerful swing. He retaliates with a swift kick to Hasim's midsection, staggering the henchman backwards.
You can't silence me, Kaunda. The truth will come out.
Hasim recovers quickly, launching another attack. Genza dodges and weaves, using his agility to keep Hasim off balance. The fight spills across the office, furniture crashing to the floor amidst grunts and curses. Despite Hasim's size and strength, Genza fights with a fierce determination fueled by righteous anger. He manages to land a series of rapid punches and kicks, forcing Hasim to stumble backwards, bloodied and winded.
You can't hide from what you've done, Kaunda. The people will know.
Kaunda watches with growing frustration and fear as Genza gains the upper hand. He reaches for his phone, preparing to call for help.
Stop him! Someone get Kiplagat here, now!
This ends now, Kaunda. The truth will come out, and you will answer for your crimes.
Kaunda stares at Genza with a mix of hatred and defeat. He knows that his grip on power is sleeping, and there is little he can do to stop the inevitable.
You will regret this, Genza. You and everyone who dares to oppose me.
Oh, I will take my chances.
Be careful, eh? You are playing a dangerous game, one that could cost you everything.
I'm willing to pay that price for justice, for truth, for the people. And when the dust settles, they'll remember who stood up against the oppressor. They will say their names. They will remember the name Rex Genza.
Genza turns and walks out of the office, leaving Kaunda alone with his thoughts. The weight of their confrontation lingers in the air as the scene fades out. The scene fades out, leaving Kaunda alone in his office. Scene 5, the threat. The scene opens in a small, dimly lit cafe. Genza sits at a corner table, nervously glancing around as he waits for his trusted friends, Amina and Kofi, to arrive. He sips his coffee, trying to appear calm. The cafe is relatively quiet, with a few patrons scattered around. The doorbell chimes, and Amina and Kofi enter, quickly spotting Genza and making their way to his table.
Genza, what's going on? You sounded urgent on the phone.
Yeah, Manze, Kwani, what's the big deal?
I found something huge about Kaunda's prosperity circle. It's all a sham. The investments are being used to fund an illegal war, and Kaunda and his people are pocketing most of the money.
Amina and Kofi exchange shocked glances.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes.
How did you find out?
I came across these records in the office. They show the transactions and where the money is really going.
Kofi takes the documents and starts flipping through them, his expression turning green.
Hey, if this gets out, it could bring down the entire circle and a lot of powerful people with them.
I know. That is why we have to be careful. I'm planning to gather more evidence and then find a way to expose it publicly.
Genza, this is dangerous. You know how ruthless Kaunda can be. If he finds out you're behind this, then
I can't stay silent, Amina. People need to know the truth. But I need your help. We need to be smart about this.
Sijali Genza. We got this. No. But we really need to plan this carefully. We can't just rush into it.
As they continue discussing their plan, the doorbell chimes again, and two men in dark suits enter the cafe. They scan the room before heading directly towards Genza's table. Amina notices them fast and nudges Genza.
Genza, those men, they're coming this way.
Genza looks up, his expression turning serious as he recognizes the men as Kaunda's henchmen. The men stop at the table, one of them speaking in a low, threatening voice.
Brother Gen Z, Mr. Kaunda would like to have a word with you now.
I'm in the middle of something. Can't it wait?
No, it can't. Let's go.
Genza glances at Amina and Kofi, who look worried. He stands up slowly, trying to remain composed.
Stay here. I'll handle this, okay?
As Genza follows the henchmen out of the cafe, Amina and Kofi exchange anxious looks. They move him to a corner in the cafe. The henchmen push Genza against the wall, their expressions cold and threatening. Everyone is scared, and Kiplagat pulls out a gun, that causes everyone to hide under their tables.
Skiza kijana, we know what you're up to. Stop poking your nose where it doesn't belong, or you and your family will pay the price.
Why are we even sparing you?
This is your last warning. Drop whatever you're planning, or we'll make sure you regret it.
Genza glares at them, trying to hide his fear.
I want to be silenced. People deserve to know the truth.
Do you have a death wish? Sure, suit yourself, but remember we're watching you.
They release Genza and walk away, leaving him shaken but resolute. He takes a deep breath, straightens his clothes, and heads back into the cafe where Amina and Kofi are waiting anxiously.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, but we need to act fast. I went to confront Kaunda about it, and he definitely doesn't seem to want this information out. It will ruin him and his circle.
Who else knows about this?
I told Mr. Muli in the office the other day. No one else was there, so his life is not in danger.
He must have been bugged or something.
Asiye peke yake. The whole office is. Na niko natupangia mabaya, unataka kutuingiza kwa mashida. You don't want to be part of this.
You already know, Kofi. You're part of this. Eh? Those dogs came in here, saw us together. At this point, we are accomplices and the enemies of Kaunda's prosperity circle. We have been branded as criminals already.
Sisi tufanye haraka. Let's get the evidence and we find a way to get it out there. Me, I'm not dying for nothing.
We need to rally more people, okay? The momentum is on our side, but we have to keep pushing. We can't let Kaunda's threat intimidate us.
Agreed. We need to get the word out there to the neighborhoods that want to join us. If we can show them that their voices matter, they'll join our cause.
Najoniaje? Tuanze hapa. Eastern districts. Watu manze wamesafa na hii corruption hii sako. They'll be eager to fight back.
Yes, and we need to ensure our message is clear. This is about justice, not revenge, okay? We have to show them the benefits of a new transparent leadership.
As they continue planning, the door creaks open, and Maria, Genza's sister with a worried expression, enters the room. She pauses at the doorway, unsure if she should interact.
Genza, can I speak with you for a moment?
Genza looks up, surprised to see Maria. He exchanged glances with Amina and Kofi, who both nod in understanding.
Go ahead and start making preparations. I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Sawa. We need to spread the word about the protest. We can't let Kaunda's threats silence us.
Amina and Kofi exchange glances, sensing the tension. They stand up, gathering their papers and preparing to leave.
We'll give you two some privacy. We'll be in the next room when you're ready.
Tutakuja kufanya final touches once you're done. Take your time.
Genza nods appreciatively as Amina and Kofi exit the room, leaving him alone with Maria. He turns to his sister, concern etched on his face.
What's on your mind, Maria?
Genza, I overheard what you're planning. I'm scared. You're putting yourself in so much danger. These people you're fighting, they're ruthless. They won't hesitate to hurt you.
Oh, Maria, I understand your fears, okay? But this is something I have to do. We've come too far to back down now.
Do you remember what happened to Mom and Dad?
Oh, come on, I do.
They stood up against a regime and we lost them. You're all I have left, Genza. I can't lose you too.
Genza reaches out and takes Maria's hand, his expression softening.
Maria, I remember every day. But that's why I have to fight. I have to honor their memory by continuing their struggle. They believed in a better future, and so do I.
What about me? If something happens to you, I'll be alone. I can't bear the thought of losing you too.
I promise I'll be careful, okay? I'm not going to do this recklessly. We have a plan, and we are doing everything we can to protect each other. But this fight is bigger than just us. It's about everyone who has been wronged by Kaunda's deeds.
Can't you find another way? Something less dangerous?
There's no other way, Maria. We have tried talking and it hasn't worked. Protesting is the way to go. The people need to see that they have power, that we can stand up to those who oppress us. If I don't do this, then who will, Maria?
Maria pulls her hands away, pacing the room in frustration.
I can't support this, Genza. I'm too scared.
I know, Maria. I know it's so hard, but I need you to trust me. We can't live in fear forever. We have to fight for a future where no one else has to go through what we did.
Maria stops pacing, tears streaming down her face. She looks at Genza, her her expression a mix of fear and resignation.
Please, just be careful.
I promise, Maria. I'll be as careful as I can. But I need you to understand why this is so important for our parents, for us, and for everyone who believes in justice, okay?
Maria nods reluctantly, still holding on to Genza tightly. The door opens and Amina and Kofi re-enter the room, giving the siblings a moment to compose themselves.
Are you ready to continue?
Yes, let's go over the final details.
Maria steps back, wiping her tears and trying to be strong. She looks at Genza, Amina and Kofi, seeing the determination in their eyes.
I don't agree with this, but I'll support you in any way I can. Just promise me you'll come back.
I promise. We'll get through this together.
Kofi's phone rings. He answers it, his expression quickly turning serious as he listens.
Hello. Are you sure? Shukran manzi. Acha tapanga. Hey, Uski, that was one of our informants. It seems like Hassim is on his way here. Akona order moja. Eliminate Genza. So bro, you need to leave the country like Sai.
Genza stops pacing, his face set with determination.
Leave and go where? Eh? I'm not running away. This is my fight. I won't abandon it, or the people who are counting on me.
Listen, Genza, please. This is no longer a child's play. This is serious. If you stay, you'll be killed. You can't help anyone if you're dead. We need you alive to lead this movement, even if it means doing it from afar for a while.
We've come too far to lose you now. Unajua Hassim won't hesitate. We need you to be safe so that you can continue the fight when the time is right.
Genza clenches his fist, torn between his commitment to the cause and the need to protect himself and his loved ones.
I can't just leave. What about you? What about everyone else who is risking their lives? It's not fair for me to run while you stay and face danger.
Genza, we'll be fine. We've planned for this. We'll keep fighting and we'll keep your spirit alive here. But you have to go.
Kofi steps forward, placing a hand on Genza's shoulder.
Genza, Aminia, trust us. We'll carry this trap, yeah? You'll be our voice from afar, keeping the hope alive. But you need to be safe for us, for the movement, for everyone who believes in what we're fighting for.
Genza's resolve begins to waver, the weight of their words sinking in. He looks at Amina and Kofi, seeing the desperation and love in their eyes.
I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave this fight.
We know. But this isn't goodbye. It's just until things calm down. We need you to survive, to come back stronger and to lead us to victory.
We'll make sure your voice is heard, Genza. We'll keep the fire burning until you can return. But right now, you need to leave.
Genza nods, tears streaming down his face. He knows they're right, but he doesn't make the decision any easier.
Okay, all right. I'll go, but I'll be back, I promise.
We know you will. And when you do, we'll be ready to finish what we started.
Kofi hands Genza a small bag packed with essentials and a passport. Genza takes it, his hands shaking slightly.
Maria!
Maria runs into the room confused.
What's happening?
We have to leave now.
And go where?
Our comrades at the airport have secured you to a place in a plane and it leaves in the next 40 minutes. There's no time for questions, Maria.
How can I ever repay you?
Keep fighting.
All for one and one for all.
We've arranged everything. You'll be safe until this blows over. Stay strong, bro.
Genza hugs Kofi tightly, then turns to Amina, who hugs him with all her strength.
Stay safe, Genza. We believe in you.
Genza pulls away, wiping his tears and straightening his shoulders. He takes one last look around the room, then heads towards the door, his heart heavy but his resolve unbroken. Amina and Kofi watch him go, their hearts filled with both sorrow and hope. Scene 6. So it starts. The scene shifts to Kaunda's luxurious office. He's on the phone, yelling furiously.
What do you mean it's all over the news? Eh? How did this happen?
He slams the phone down and glares at his associates, who look nervous and unsure.
We need to shut this down now. Get your legal team on, issue denials, counter the claims, and do whatever it takes.
Kaunda, it might be too late. The evidence is overwhelming. People are already talking about...
This is a disaster. How how did Genza get his hands on those other documents? Eh? We are finished if this thing gets out of control.
Oh, I did foresee this, Kaunda. I warned you about underestimating Genza, but did you listen? No, of course not. You were too busy renovating your mansion and jetting off to exotic locales.
Kaunda stops pacing and glares at Juma, his face red with anger.
This is not the time for your smugness, Juma. We need to fix this and fast. Okay? Okay, what do you suggest we do now?
Okay, well, first of all, panicking is not going to help. We need to contain this situation before it spirals further out of control. Genza must be silenced.
Yes, and you have tried that, and has him failed. He fled. Now Genza is abroad somewhere and is spreading these documents everywhere. The media, the authorities, everyone is starting to take notice of this thing.
Mr. Juma leans back, tapping his fingers together thoughtfully.
You should have dealt with him when you had the chance. But since we're in this mess, we need to get creative. Call your contacts abroad. Offer them whatever they want to find Genza and bring him back. Alive or dead, it doesn't matter.
Kaunda grabs his phone, dialing frantically. He waits as the call connects, his foot tapping impatiently.
Yes, it's me. We have a situation, eh? Genza is abroad, spreading dangerous information. I need him found and dealt with. I don't care how you do it, just make it happen.
Angry at the other person on the side of the call.
Wait, what do I care, man? People are calling me names in the street saying that I am a puppet of your state. So you better do something or I'll stop being your puppet. And if you need money, just say.
He hangs up angrily and looks at Juma, who raises an eyebrow.
That's it? You're now just going to throw money at the problem and hope it goes away?
Okay, what choice do I have? We need to shut him up before he destroys everything you've built.
Everything you've built, Kaunda. Don't drag me into this. I warned you. But your arrogance got the better of you. Now we all pay the price.
Me? Then why are you here asking me to increase your shares even with everything happening to me? Huh? Do you think I'm a puppet too? To use at your bloody disposal?
No one said that.
Kaunda's face contorts with rage, but he forces himself to stay composed.
We are in this together, Juma. If I go down, you and Miss Kamau are coming with me. So you'd better hope those contacts of mine can handle this.
Oh, I'm not worried. It's you should be sweating. Your name is all over those documents. I'm just a footnote.
Kaunda's phone rings, and he answers it quickly.
Yes? Good. Keep me updated, eh? Remember, alive or dead. I don't care which.
He hangs up, his expression dark and determined.
Vijana on it. I mean, Genza won't know what hit him.
Here's to hoping your plan works, Kaunda. Because if it doesn't, you're both in deep trouble.
Kaunda sits down behind his desk, rubbing his temples as the weight of the situation presses down on him.
It has to work. It's the only chance we've got.
The scene fades out with Kaunda and Juma sitting in tense silence, both fully aware of the precariousness of their position. Scene 7, exposing the truth. The scene opens in a small, modest apartment abroad. Genza sits at a cluttered desk, surrounded by documents and his laptop. He looks tense but determined as he types furiously on his laptop. The sound of a foreign city can be heard faintly through the open window. Back home, Amina and Kofi are in a safe house, communicating with Genza via video call on a tablet.
Amina, Kofi, I'm sending you everything right now. This is it. I'm emailing the documents to every major news outlet and posting everything on social media. The world needs to know what's happening.
Are you sure you have everything you need? This has to be airtight.
Yes, I've cross-referenced all the documents and made sure every detail is backed up. There's no way they can deny it.
Tunafaa kuwa ready for the fallout. Once this goes public, Kaunda will stop at nothing to silence it.
I know, but it's worth the risk.
Genza hits the send button on his email and begins uploading the documents to social media. Back home, Amina and Kofi watch the notifications start flooding in on their devices as the story gains traction. News outlets begin to pick up the story and the posts go viral.
It's happening. It's happening. People are seeing it. The truth is getting out there.
Na ndo tumeanza. Sasa tunafaa keep the momentum going.
He looks up as he hears a knock on his door. He quickly hides the documents and cautiously approaches the door. He peeks through the people and sees a familiar face, his sister, Maria.
Maria, what are you doing here? It is too dangerous for you to be seen with me.
I know, but I had to warn you. Counter's men are looking for you. They're here. In this city, we are still not safe.
How did they find me? I thought I had more time.
They have connections everywhere. You need to stay ahead of them. I have a car waiting outside. We need to go now.
Okay, guys, we will pick this up later. Take care and stay awake, okay?
Genza quickly grabs his bag and the most important document, then follows Maria out the door. Meanwhile, back in the safe house, Amina and Kofi are still monitoring the news and social media. Amina glances out the window and notices a suspicious car parked outside.
Kofi, we've got company. I think Counter's men have found us.
We can stay here.
They quickly gather their things and prepare to leave. The sound of footsteps and muffled voices can be heard nearby.
This way. We need to get to another safe location.
They move quickly and quietly through the back door, trying to evade Kaunda's men. The scene is intense, with a constant threat of being caught. The men come in and ransack the house for clues. They start destroying things in the house.
Search the whole house and leave nothing undone.
Okay, boss.
He wants them alive so he can make an example to others who think they have hot mouths like them.
They search, and when they can't find anything, they decide to leave.
There's nothing here.
Let's go. We are careful.
After they leave, Amina and Kofi enter back from their hiding.
That was too close. We need to stay hidden until we figure out our next move.
We'll be safe here for now. We need to keep the pressure on. Kweli shatokea, so kazi yetu tu ni ku make sure it stays on the spotlight.
The determination in their eyes shows that they are ready to see this through, no matter the cost. Act 2, Scene 1, Rallying the Masses. The scene opens at a bustling market in the city. The atmosphere is tense as the news of the circle's corruption has spread like wildfire. Vendors and customers are discussing the scandal. Their faces are a mix of anger and betrayal. Amina and Kofi, disguised to avoid recognition, move through the crowd, distributing pamphlets and engaging people in conversation. The pamphlets detail the corruption within the Prosperity Circle and call for a public protest.
This is the proof of what has been happening with our money. We need to stand together and demand justice.
This is outrageous. We trusted these people with our money.
Spread the word. We are organizing a week's protest at the city square. Kila mtu atokee. No, make sure your voice is heard.
The crowd's murmur grows louder as more people read the pamphlets and share the information. Some people begin to chant, "Justice for the people," and "Down with corruption." The energy in the market becomes electric as the anger turns into a collective determination.
We need to be strategic about this. Counter's men will try to distract the protest, but we can't let them intimidate us.
Now to make sure kila mtu ako peaceful but determined. Our strength is our numbers and our unity.
One of the activists, Sarah, stands up and addresses the group.
We have got people from all over the city coming. This is our chance to show Kaunda and his cronies that we won't stand for their corruption any longer.
Hey, but what if they use force against us? We need to be prepared for anything.
We are fighting for justice and for our future. We can't back down now. Stay strong and stay together.
People are agitated. They draw and are holding signs and chanting slogans against the Kaunda Prosperity Circle. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation and determination. A makeshift stage is set up, and Amina, Kofi, and Sarah take the stage to address the crowd.
Members of Kaunda Prosperity Circle, today we stand united against the corruption that has been stolen from us and funded illegal wars abroad. We demand justice and accountability.
The crowd cheers loudly, waving their sides and chanting in unison. The energy is high and the sense of unity is strong.
Hatukubali kunyamazishwa. We will not be intimidated. Isako ni yetu. Sir, we have the power to reclaim it.
Suddenly, a group of Kaunda's men and police appear at the edges of the crowd, trying to intimidate the protesters. The crowd grows tense, but Amina steps forward, raising a hand for silence.
Do not be afraid. We are many, and we are strong. Stand your ground and show them that we will not be moved.
The crowd remains firm, their chants growing louder. Kaunda's men hesitate. The tension mounts as the two sides face off. The protesters prepare themselves, holding up their phones to record any potential violence. The tension is at its peak as Kaunda's men advance. but the crowd remains resolute. Scene 2. Back in the foreign city, Genza is watching the protest unfold via live stream on his laptop. He sees the courage and determination of his friends and the people that they have inspired.
This is it. The people are rising. Go on, we can do this, yes.
Maria enters the room looking worried.
Genza, you need to see this. Kaunda's men are planning something big. We intercepted a message. They're trying to break up the protest by force.
We need to warn them. Get me a source line to Amina and Kofi.
Maria quickly sets up the secure communication. The scene shifts back to the protest, where Amina's phone buzzes with an urgent message from Genza.
Amina, listen carefully. Kaunda's men are planning to use force. You need to be ready to defend yourselves peacefully and document everything. Stay calm and stay together. If they attack, show the whole world their true colors.
Genza paces around thinking.
Genza, I know what you're thinking and no.
Maria, come on, I have to do this.
Genza, please. You're safe here. We can keep fighting from a distance. You don't have to go back and risk your life.
Maria, I can't just sit here while our people suffer. They need someone to lead them, to stand with them. I can't be called a hero from the safety of another country.
You are not a sellout, Genza. You've done more than anyone can ask for. Just look at what you've already achieved.
But it's not enough, Maria. What good is exposing the truth if I'm not there to see it through? I need to be there, on the front lines, fighting for our people. They need to see that I'm willing to risk everything for them.
And what about me? What about your family? I can't lose you, Genza. I've already lost so much. Mom and Dad died fighting against oppression. Do you want to end up like them?
Genza's expression softens as he reaches across the table to take Maria's hand.
I don't want to leave you, Maria. You're all I've left. But if I don't go back, I'll be haunted by my inaction. I'll feel like I betrayed everything our parents fought for. They didn't die in vain, Maria. They stood up for what was right, and now it's my turn.
Maria pulls her hand away, wiping tears from her eyes.
You don't have to die to make a difference, Genza. There are other ways. We can keep spreading the truth from here. Keep the pressure on Kaunda and his cronies.
It's not enough. The people need to see me there, standing with them. They need to know they are not alone. And if I can inspire even one person to join the fight, to stand up against the corruption, then it's worth it.
Maria stands up, her voice breaking as she speaks.
I don't want to lose you, Genza. You're my brother. I can't go through this again. I can't bear the thought of you dying.
Genza stands up as well, pulling Maria into a tight embrace.
I know, Maria. I'm scared too, but this fight is bigger than us. It's about justice, about giving our people a future free from oppression. I need to do this, not just for them, but for our parents, Maria, for you, for everyone who believes in a better tomorrow.
Maria sobs into Genza's shoulder, her tears soaking his shirt. After a long moment, she pulls back, looking up at him.
If you're going back, then I'm coming with you. We'll face this together just like we always do.
Maria, it's not a chance I'll deny my own sister. Thank you, Maria. We'll be stronger together. And no matter what happens, we'll know we did everything we could, okay?
They hold each other tightly, drawing strength from their bond and their shared resolve. The weight of their decision settles over them, but their eyes shine with a fierce determination.
When do we leave?
As soon as possible. We have a fight to finish.
The scene fades out, leaving Genza and Maria standing together, ready to face whatever comes next. Scene 3, confrontation. The scene opens in the city square, where the atmosphere is charged with tension. The protesters stand firm, holding their ground as Kaunda's men approach. Amina, Kofi, and Sarah remain on the makeshift stage, rallying the crowd and encouraging them to stay peaceful and united. The air is thick with anticipation as both sides prepare for a potential clash. The protesters sing "Rise Up."
In the shadows where the weary hearts reside, where dreams are crushed and hopes are cast aside, we have seen the tyrants take their heavy toll, but now we rise, united heart and soul. Through the pain and through the darkest night, we hold our ground. We're ready for the fight. For every tear that's fallen to the ground, a seed of courage and resolve is found.
Rise up. Rise up. Let your voices soar. Break the chains that bind. We'll take no more. Stand tall. Stand proud. Let the banners fly. Freedom's call will echo through the sky. We are breaking free. Our spirits strong and pure. Together we will rise. No more oppressed and poor.
Remember, we are here for justice. We will not resort to violence, but we will not back down.
Stay strong, everyone. We are fighting for our future.
The crowd responds with loud cheers, their voices echoing through the square. Kaunda's men, dressed in dark uniforms and looking menacing, begin to move closer, trying to intimidate the protesters. The tension is palpable as the two sides face each other, neither willing to back down.
Your dates for the members' protest were wrong, so this is illegal and unacceptable. Disperse immediately. This gathering is unauthorized and will be broken up by force if necessary.
We have the right to protest. We will not be silenced.
The protesters cheer in agreement, their resolve strengthening. Hasim signals to his men, who start advancing towards the crowd. The protesters, armed with nothing but their determination and their phones to document everything, stand their ground. Suddenly, a commotion is heard from the back of the crowd. Genza, having received news of the impending clash, has managed to make his way back to his homeland secretly. He pushes his way through the throng of people, making his way to the front, where Amina and Kofi stand.
Amina. Kofi.
Amina and Kofi turn. They see Genza making his way towards them. The crowd parts to let him through, their murmurs of surprise and recognition growing louder.
Genza, you're back.
I couldn't stay away. This is our fight. Together we can win this.
Genza takes the megaphone and turns to address the crowd, his voice filled with passion and determination.
Members of Kaunda's Prosperity Circle, I am Genza, and I have returned to stand with you. We are united in our fight against corruption and injustice. Kaunda and his men cannot silence us.
The crowd erupts in cheers, their spirits lifted by Genza's return. Hasim and Kiplagat, seeing the growing determination of the protesters, start shooting tear gas into the crowd, creating a great commotion.
Hold your positions.
The standoff continues, the tension thick in the air. Gunshots are heard. Suddenly, a group of international journalists alerted by Genza and the viral spread of the protest arrives on the scene, cameras rolling and capturing every moment. The presence of the media adds a new layer of pressure on Kaunda's men.
We are here live at the city square where protesters are demanding justice against the corrupt practices of Kaunda's Prosperity Circle. The world is watching as this confrontation unfolds.
The world is watching, everyone, and we are not alone. Stay strong, stay peaceful, and let our voices be heard.
The protesters, emboldened by the presence of the media and Genza's words, hold their ground firmly. The lieutenant, realizing the futility of a violent confrontation in front of the international press, signals his men to shoot.
Don't hold back. Shoot to kill.
The crowd screams and some are running away. The journalists capture the moment, broadcasting it to the world. Genza, Amina, Kofi stand together on the stage, raising their hands in victory.
Look, they are killing us, but we are not going to back down. This is just the beginning. We will continue to fight for justice, for our future, and for the truth. Together we are unstoppable.
The scene ends with the crowd chanting justice, justice, showing the united front of the people standing against corruption and tyranny. Scene 4, Kaunda's desperation. The scene opens in Kaunda's luxurious office. The opulence contrasts sharply with the tension in the room. Kaunda stands by a large window, looking out over the city, his face a mask of anger and frustration. Around him, a group of wealthy associates are gathered, their faces equally tense. A large television screen on the wall shows live coverage of the protest with images of Genza rallying the crowd.
This is unacceptable. How did it get here? How did this Genza manage to come back and rally his people?
The media attention has turned this into a global spectacle. Any move we make now will be scrutinized by the world.
The protests are growing. Our members are turning against us. We need a plan, Kaunda.
Okay. We have to discredit Genza and his followers. We need to show that they are criminals
treasonous terrorists, and troublemakers.
Pointing to the screen.
Look at them. They have the media on their side. Anything we say will obviously be seen as a desperate attempt to save face.
Kaunda glares at the screen, where Genza is shown passionately addressing the crowd. The image shifts to the protesters who are resolute and united. Kaunda's frustration turns to rage.
We cannot let this continue. We need to find a way to silence Genza and break up these protests.
We could try and negotiate with some of the protest leaders. Offer them money or positions in exchange for their silence.
Hapana, it's too late for that. The people are angry and they feel betrayed. They won't be bought off so easily.
Kaunda slams his fist on the desk again, making everyone jump.
Then we'll have to make more drastic measures. We need to show strength, make an example of Genza and his closest allies. We have to use ultimate force to match up to his protesters.
Wait. If we use force now, with the world watching, it could backfire. We need to be careful.
Kaunda stares at the screen, his mind racing. The images and voices of the protesters, the media, and Genza's determined face fuel his anger and desperation.
We need to undermine their support. Threaten their leaders one by one. Find anything we can and use against Genza and his past or his family, anything. If we must discredit him, the protest will lose momentum.
We'll dig up whatever we can. But we need to move fast. The longer this goes on, the more support they'll gain.
Kaunda turns away from the window, his face set in grim determination. He picks up his phone and starts dialing numbers, issuing orders to his operatives.
Listen, I don't care how you do it. Find something on Genza and his crooks. We need to take him down and do it now. Okay? Bring down the internet and stop the media from showing any clips of the demos. Tell the security to declare a state of emergency within the organization at 5 p.m.
As Kaunda continues making calls, the wealthy associates exchange worried glances. The tension in the room is palpable as they realize the precariousness of the situation.
Please come on. If this goes wrong, we could all lose everything. We need to have a backup plan.
Yeah, agreed. We should start moving our assets, just in case.
Kaunda hangs up the phone and turns back to the group, his eyes blazing with determination.
This is not over. We won't let a bunch of rubble destroy what we've built. Prepare for the worst, but make sure we win this fight.
The scene ends with Kaunda staring at the screen, his face a mask of steely resolve. Act 3, Scene 1, The Battle for Justice. Mzalendo News bulleting on the radio in a police cell, one of Kaunda's torture cells.
Good evening from where you're listening from. Now, in the heart of the city, where once laughter echoed through the streets, now shadows loom heavy with fear. Kaunda, desperate to maintain his grip on power, has unleashed a wave of repression. His soldiers, once seen as protectors, now stalk the alleys like predators in search of prey. Abductions have become commonplace, families awakened to empty beds, their loved ones stolen into the night. Those who dare speak out find themselves marked for silence, and their voices stifled by threats and intimidation.
And so, amidst the repression, a spark of resistance has been ignited. The battle for justice has begun, fueled by the courage of the few who refuse to be silenced. As Kaunda's forces tighten their grip, the people prepare to stand against the darkness. Their hearts aflame with the promise of a brighter tomorrow.
The stage is set in a dingy police cell. Enter Hassim and Kiplagat, and some two goons. He surveys the square with a mixture of determination and unease.
Silence them. Any sign of dissent must be quelled at once.
You are tightening your grip. Hatuingizi baridi. Every abduction fuels our determination.
They took my brother last night. No warning, no reason.
Kila mtu hapa amepoteza mtu. But each loss strengthens our cause.
Shut up, you cockroaches, before I give you another beating.
We won't bow to your tyranny. Not today, not ever.
A standoff ensues, the goons hesitating as the two stand united. Suddenly, footsteps approach from outside.
Hey, hold. Stand down, all of you.
Enters Mr. Moody.
I have orders from Kaunda to take these rats to him. These people are my problem now.
But sir,
They are my problem now. I don't suppose you want me to call Kaunda at this time. especially not after his speech today, and tell him there's an idiot preventing me from doing an assignment that he asked me to take care of personally.
Nisa, we don't want problems.
Good. Then leave us.
The goons exchange uneasy glances but eventually retreat. He turns to Kofi with a nod. When he can hear the car go off, he starts untying them.
We need to act swiftly. Kaunda's grip tightens every day. Don't thank me yet. You can thank Genza for always being a good man.
We shall tighten our resolve. For every abduction, we rally 10 more.
It is your time now. It is your moment. Your generation is stronger. Show them this power of the people united. Together, we will prevail.
They nod in agreement, fists clenched in defiance.
You are a hero.
Go now.
Lights fade as the scene closes. Anticipation. Scene 2, the final stand. The scene opens in the city square at dawn. The protesters, now larger in number, are still gathered. Some resting, but many still standing, holding signs and chanting slogans. Genza, Amina, and Kofi are at the forefront, rallying the crowd. The media presence has grown, with more journalists and cameras capturing all the unfolding events.
Today, we stand united, not just for ourselves, but for the future of our children and our nation. We will not be silenced by our fears or intimidation.
The crowd responds with cheers, their spirits buoyed by Genza's words. From young students to elderly citizens, all standing together. The sound of approaching vehicles can be heard, and the crowd tenses as a convoy of black SUVs pull up near the square.
It's Kaunda's men. Be ready.
Kaunda steps out of one of the SUVs, flanked by his men and a group of armed security forces. He looks out at the crowd with a mixture of disdain and determination. The journalists immediately turn their cameras towards him, capturing his every move. Kaunda walks towards the makeshift stage where Genza and the others are standing.
Disperse immediately. This protest is unlawful according to the organization's code of conduct, and it won't be tolerated any longer. Return to your homes, and there will be no consequences.
Kaunda, we are here to demand justice and accountability. We will not be silenced by your threats and your far-fetched code of conduct document.
Kaunda glares at Genza, his face contorting with anger. He signals to his men, who start advancing towards the stage. The protesters, sensing the confrontation, link arms and form a human barrier around the stage. The tension rises.
Genza, you and your followers are disrespecting the code of conduct. You are inciting unrest and disrupting the peace within our beautiful circle. If you do not disperse, I'll be forced to take action.
The only ones disrupting the peace are you and your corrupt associates. The people have a right to know the truth and to demand justice about their investments and their rightful interests.
A journalist steps forward, microphone in hand, addressing Kaunda.
Mr. Kaunda, how do you respond to the allegations of corruption and misuse of funds within Kaunda Prosperity Circle?
Kaunda's face darkens, but he attempts to maintain a composed demeanor.
You see, these allegations are baseless and politically motivated. I am a truthful man. You see, we have always acted in the best interest of our members and the community.
Wongo. Evidence iko kila mahali. Na kila msee hapa anataka kujua ukweli.
Yes.
How does that make you feel now that members of your circle do not associate truth with you?
Let me tell you something, Yvonne. Everyone has a right to believe what they want. You see, the interests gained has been set aside to accumulate billions that each and every member of the circle will benefit from.
Benefit my foot. Benefit when what happens is that others benefit more for what we invest, benefit more for investing less, and we benefit less for investing more.
The crowd erupts in agreement, chanting justice, justice. Kaunda's men look uneasy, realizing the sheer number of protesters and the presence of international media. Kaunda, feeling the pressure, tries a different approach.
Genza, you know you are my friend. Let's discuss this calmly, like grown men. Let us have a dialogue, and you can come with me, and we talk about your small concerns.
No more secret meetings, no more empty promises. We want transparency and accountability here and now, Kaunda.
The tension escalates as Kaunda's patience wears thin. He signals to his men, and they move to arrest Genza. The protesters close ranks, refusing to let them through. The armed security forces step forward, and the atmosphere becomes charged with the threat of violence.
The sovereign power is with the people. We have the power of truth on our side.
Aya, this is your last warning. Disperse now or face the consequences.
We stand together for justice.
The crowd rose in agreement, their collective voice a powerful force. Kaunda's men hesitate, unsure of how to proceed. Suddenly, there's a gunshot. It hits Genza right in the chest and he falls off as everyone scatters and screams. Rex Genza dies, a hero. Amina, Kofi, and Maria run back on stage to mourn Genza. They sing a dirge with a war tune.
In the quiet of the twilight, where the shadows softly weep, lies the sorrow of the silent. In the earth's embrace they sleep. Gone are the voices of the valiant. Echoes fade into the night. For the fallen who have journeyed into endless, somber night. Through the veil of tears we wander, hearts entwined with aching pain. In the memories we ponder, whispers of a lost refrain. Though the stars may dim and falter, in the sky they softly gleam, guiding souls to timeless altars. In the realms of peace they dream.
They carry Genza's body out as the song fades away. Scene 3, Genza's funeral. Kaunda is present with his officers. People are seated away from him and they look at him with so much anger in their faces. An advocate from the Law Society arrives on the scene with a contingent of police officers. Mona seated down. She steps forward, speaking to the press.
This has gone far enough. We as the Law Society will launch a full investigation into the allegations against the Kaunda Prosperity Circle. Kaunda, you and your associates will be placed under arrest pending the investigation. Arrest them, boys. The death of Genza will not go unpunished.
Kaunda's face falls as the reality of his situation sinks in. His men step back, unsure of what to do. The crowd erupts in cheers, their victory now within reach. Amina, Maria, and Kofi step forward, embracing each other as the weight of the struggle finally begins to lift.
I wish he was here to see this. I wish he was here to see his efforts bear at least one fruit. This is a victory for all of us, for truth and justice. But our work is not done. We must remain vigilant and ensure that those responsible are held accountable. Say his name.
Rex Genza.
The scene ends with the crowd chanting Rex and victory, showing the united front led by Rex, their determination and courage having won. Scene 4, liberation and new beginnings. The scene opens in the new transformed Mwananchi Sacco office. The opulence and corruption of the past have been replaced by a more modest, transparent, and welcoming environment. Posters celebrating unity and integrity adorn the walls. The atmosphere is filled with a sense of hope and renewal as members bustle about, engaging in activities and meetings. A banner reading New Beginnings hangs prominently in the background.
We did it. We actually did it. This is what we fought for. This is what it's all about. It's what Genza would have wanted.
May he rest easy as a champion. Hey, yote ni mwanzo. There's so much we can do together.
Amina, Kofi, and other key figures are present, mingling with the members. There is a palpable sense of joy and anticipation in the air. A podium is set up at the front of the room where a ceremony is about to begin.
My friends, today we stand on the shoulders of our collective courage and determination of those gone before us. The days of corruption and deceit are behind us. Together we have reclaimed our circle, and today we celebrate new beginnings.
The crowd erupts in applause and cheers, their faces beaming with pride and hope.
We have come a long way, and it was not an easy journey, but every step we took, every voice that was raised, brought us closer to this moment. Today, we are not just members of a circle. We are a community united by a common goal of justice and integrity.
The new leadership is committed to transparency and accountability. Our investments will no longer fund illegal wars or line the pockets of the corrupt. Instead, zitatumiwa kujenga mashule, improve healthcare, and create opportunities for everyone.
The crowd responds with enthusiastic applause. Amina gestures to a group of new board members standing to the side.
I am proud to introduce our new board members, individuals of integrity and dedication. They will lead us with honesty and vision, ensuring that our circle remains a beacon of hope and prosperity for all.
The new board members step forward, receiving warm applause and handshakes from the crowd. One of the new board members, Mr. Muli, steps up to the podium.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for your trust. We are committed to honoring that trust by working tirelessly for the benefit of all our members. Together, we will build a future we can all be proud of. For X.
As Mr. Muli steps back, the crowd cheers. The atmosphere is festive. The advocate steps up to address the crowd.
Today, we celebrate not just the rebirth of this.
We have Jimbo. We have the producer, that is Hadassah from Kids Fest. And also Fiona in absentia. We also have Asna, the program's lead at Kids Fest. And I am also the moderator. Okay. So, wengine mnajua hii, wengine hamjui. So, these plays were written last year during the playwriting competition, and there were 10 of them. And now we've read 9 of them, saying there are 10. And we are going to produce 2 of them for this year's festival. Hello. And we're going to publish all of them. So, we're going to need your feedback to help edit. That could be questions. Oh, I forgot. Okay, questions to the writer. And Gadi Lotiambo, who is right here, and he'll come up. Questions to him, or any comments that you think will be helpful during the editing of the scripts. So right now, let me invite Gadi Lotiambo to come give his remarks. That is inspiration and what you would like this play to achieve.
Thank you. Can I just sit here? Oh, here. Oh, the camera. So, thank you so much for, congratulations, everyone. That was a good job. That was a really brilliant job. And I'm happy to see that someone like Juju Norris will be the first people to. This play was first read by original cast. Senor? Otherwise, thank you so much for reading The Young Faces of Liberation. As you can tell, I wrote the play with so much anger, so much, there was so much information written into it that was so, I was angry at that time. So much annoyed with what was happening. I know it's so much information to put under Sako. Yeah, I should have just been bold enough to put it under the name that it belongs. But I will not do that for the sake of, publishing, and maybe the book shall be read years and years later. So I'm giving it a wide range of audience so that everyone will appreciate it. And all I can say is thank you. Thank you. And there's one thing about writing a play, and there's one thing about hearing it being read out or seeing it on stage being performed or being published as a book. And it's a blessing for me and for the people that I want to say their names in the book. Thank you.
Yeah, say their names. Okay, say their names, one of them. Rex. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I'm gonna. Genza, yeah. Yeah, I want to open the opportunity for anyone who has questions or a comment. First of all, like Abu Sama comment yako ndio ulikuwa not kirihas. Though ushajibu, but yeah.
Hi guys. Yeah, let me just, I think I have a lot to say. Nilikuwa nimeandika kwa karatasi, but nilikuwa nimeandika kwa karatasi lakini ni kama imepotea. But this is a nice, it's a good style of writing. It's perfect. You know how to express yourself. But there's something burning in me, and I get it. Do you think it would have been better if you could have just created a fictional world? Because the magnitude of the problem, Sako na watu wanashutiwa, it doesn't, that was the question I asked the whole cast, and then you see, it's supposed to be directed to you. Yeah.
Yes, I had that in mind. I was thinking, okay, a fictional world. I don't want to be another Francis Mbuga. I don't want to be another, other playwrights who, yes. Okay. So, that was what I was struggling with. I didn't want to become another Francis Mbuga. I wanted to become a writer on my own journey. And yes, the information is too much for a circle. Yeah. But I thought, let me hide it here. But the people who will get it will get it. Yeah. They will say, oh man, it's too much. But then the people who get it will get it. And you got it.
Yeah, thank you. So, before you sit down.
Yeah.
It's an amazing work. I love the title, The Young Faces of Liberation. Cheers, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So mine is just a comment. I like Mr. Juma very much. He's very sarcastic. He's funny. I really want to know where you got him from. Who are you copying? Who is it? Who are you? And that is amazing. Loved the whole story. Loved it. And loved the grammar. You like the word facade very much. You like
And opulence.
and palpable. Yes. And charm. That was beautiful and it was amazing.
Thank you. Should I say it in front of the camera? But I think we all know the idiotic guy behind this shitty person. Yeah, they're always, it's funny, you hear them speak, you watch the news, you hear them speak, and you're thinking, how did you get there? How the hell did you get there? And how is he listening to him? You see, somebody goes to the news and says, oh no, just shoot them, we'll protect them. Why is he there? Or, why would he be the first person you'd think, oh, let me put this next to me so that he'd advise me? Yeah. So it's a representation. It's not a particular person, but it's a representation of all these people that surround our leaders, so to speak. And in the pretense of, we're giving you advice, but hey, no make it okay. Nisiko. Yes, Suki.
No, I'm just saying, some of us are the slow ones who didn't even know what Genza was until the end of the play. So please, ukiniuliza swali, I'm thinking. And then I'll ask the question and all of you will be like, no. Okay, probably a comment. I loved it. I think I followed it, which is a good thing. Sikulala. But I followed it, and I loved how some of us were able to embody our characters. Because with reading, karibu ninyonge. With play reading, because we're not seeing any action, your voice, how you articulate whatever it is that you're saying and how you deliver them are the ones that are going to put the image in our minds. And so, I believe for this team, you were able to create that illusion, imagination in our minds so well.
Thank you.
That's something I would really say you've done well. I think at some point I was busy asking the director things, and he's thinking, what is wrong with you? But anyway, it's fine. So thank you. Thank you, Gadwill. Beautiful play.
Thank you, Suki. Okay, I'm also just gonna... Daisy, you are here from the beginning. You must have something to say. I'm gonna give you the mic.
Hi, guys.
I just love seeing my friends. Kwa limelight, you know. Yes, and once you guys are doing hey, a good job. I'm proud. Cousin Zuri Gadwill. Yes.
Thank you. Cast members, wengine? Anyone who has something to say? Yes. Yeah.
Question to Gadwill, like these characters, for Niskia, right? Oh. For instance, Sarah had just a few lines, and she was an activist. Like, what was coming up with such a character who just and then goes like, whoa.
It's a mirror of life and the world we live today, yeah? Somebody is an activist today, kesho ako majuo anacheza instruments. You know? It's like somebody comes in, anatokea maandamano day 1, day 2 anaambiwa wewe kaa nyumbani. You know, there's those people that, I wish I would support you, but actually that character especially, you know, but some of those characters nilikuwa nafikiria to even give them more and more, but then it will make the play too long for life, yeah? Yeah, but there are those characters that I would, if you look at their backstory, things that were on my mind but never got on the page, like one of those characters that were told, don't be selfish, yeah? You're an activist, but when you first born kwenu, don't be selfish. So they're like, chani baki to home, yeah? But now support, guys. Yeah, it's one of those people. So I was thinking, yes, it really hurt me for some of those characters, but I was thinking, well, kuna watu kama hao, so yeah.
Yeah, I think mine is to add on what Mwalimu said, and it's basically to appreciate that you see most times when creatives are creating, there's this pressure to, or do you think that will transcend sijui nini, but it is also important to like create to mark a moment.